Good morning, Danny. I'm going to go over the two lessons that you were having a little bit of difficulty with. The first one's going to be 64, and that's semicircles. Okay? I set up a problem right here. One of them is we're going to find the perimeter of this figure right here, and we're going to find the area of this figure right here. Okay? Just talking about semicircles. Okay? The perimeter of a semicircle. Right? The perimeter is the outside, whatever it is on the outside. The perimeter of a semicircle is pi times diameter divided by 2, okay, because it's only a half of a circle, so we're going to divide it by 2. So now we need to find the perimeter as if it were a whole circle, and that's pi times diameter. What is the diameter of this? If this was a whole circle right here, the diameter, this would be the radius, the diameter would be twice that. So it would be 4. So the perimeter would be 3.14 times 4, whatever that is. Okay, it's going to be 12 point something. It's going to be the perimeter of the semicircle would be 12.28. Okay, and that's just the semicircle, okay? The figure, the perimeter of the figure, it's just this, this, and this. It's a whole outline of this figure. So then you would add to that, you would add 3 and you would add 5, right? Now, what I didn't do is I didn't divide this by 2 yet, right? I have to divide 12.28 divided by 2. Right? Because that's what the perimeter of the semicircle is. I had the perimeter of the entire circle. Now to find the perimeter of the semicircle, you divide by 2, which would be 6.14. Take 6.4, add 3, and add 5. You would add 8. That would be 14.14 would be the perimeter of the entire figure. Okay? All right, now I'm going to find the area of this figure. Okay, you know how to find the area of a triangle, right? It's half of base times height. Well, what is it from here to here? I know halfway, because the radius is 2, halfway is here to here. So the entire height would be 4, right? So 3 times 4 divided by 2. Now I know the area of the triangle, which would be 6. Okay, so at the end I'm going to add that. Now I need to find the area of the semicircle. Well, the formula for the area of a circle is pi r squared. I know what the radius is. It's 2. So it's 3.14 times 2 squared. 2 squared is 4. Okay, 3.14 times 4 is 12 point, I don't know, 64, I think, yeah. No, 12.56, maybe? 12.56. That is the area of the semicircle, right? That's actually the area of the entire circle. So now I need to divide this by 2, right? I had the area of the entire circle, but it's a semicircle, so I divide it by 2. What is that divided by 2? It's 6.28. Right? And that's the area of just the semicircle. So now I add 6 to that, and I get 12.28, right? 12.28 is the area. Remember, the semicircle is a half a circle. So we have to divide whatever, we find the area of the entire circle or the perimeter of the entire circle, then we just divide it by 2. Whatever the other part of the figure is, you know how to find the area of that, okay? So, we're moving on to lesson 65, all right? Lesson 65. Lesson 65 is proportions with mixed numbers and solving proportions. I'm going to go with one of the practice problems that's in the book, and this is practice problem. We can do either one, it doesn't matter. We'll go with practice problem B. 3.1 or 3 1/4 over x equals 2 1/6 over 3 2/10. I don't know why they didn't reduce that there, but okay. So we start off with, this is just a simple, well, it's not simple, it's a little bit different, cross multiplying these two, and then we're going to divide by the other one. So first we want to make these into improper fractions. 3 1/4 changes over to 13/4, and 3 2/10 will change over to 32/10. Okay, so we are multiplying these. When we're multiplying fractions, we want to reduce anything that we possibly can. Okay, and this is one that we can reduce. We can reduce this down to 1, and we can reduce this down to 8, right? Because 8 times 4 is 32. I can still reduce. I can reduce 8/10 down even further, right? I can reduce 8/10 down to 4/5, which I want to do before I multiply, right? 4/5. Now I'm as low as I can go. 13 times 4 is 52. 13 times 4 is 52, and 1 times 5 is 5. So that is my cross multiply. I just multiplied 3 1/4 by 3 2/10, and I come up with 52/5. Now I'm going to take that answer and divide it by 2 1/6. And I would write that out. I'm going to erase this now. I have 52/5. I'm going to erase, give myself a little bit more room. Okay. I am going to take 52/5 divided by 2 1/6. I need to make that into an improper fraction. That would be 12/13/6. 13/6, right? Okay. So, I know I can't divide these two fractions. The way I do it is I'm going to make this into a multiplication by flipping the second one, right? So I'm going to make it into multiplying by flipping, taking the reciprocal of 13/6, which would be 6/13. Now I try to reduce as best I can. 13 times 4 is 52. So these two go into each other perfectly. That's going to be a 1. That's going to be a 4. I'm multiplying. 4 times 6 is 24. And that's as reduced as I can get. 4 times, yes. I'm reduced down. And 5 times 1 is 5. Cross multiply and divide. Remember to change the fractions into improper fractions, or the mixed numbers, change the mixed numbers into improper fractions. And you're going to cross multiply and then divide by the other number. Okay? And that's the entire lesson. Okay? But you have to practice. It takes practice. Go into future lessons and look at future lessons and keep practicing. Do the evens, the even answers, the odd answers are in the back of the book. Find a similar problem and see if you're getting this right, but it takes practice. Okay?